we are facing a crisis in the art world. Aspiring artists are finding themselves sucked into a social media landscape where they follow people they admire and start comparing their own work to these experienced, accomplished artists. They see this beautiful artwork online, it lowers their self-esteem, they spend less time drawing, so their art progress slows down. The gap between the aspiring artist and their idols, it widens over this time. This lowers their self-esteem and motivation even more. And so the cycle continues. It's a trap that too many artists find themselves in. It's a negative spiral that goes down and down and down until the day comes when they stop drawing altogether. The comparison becomes so torturous for them, they would rather walk out on their dreams, stop living for themselves, and choose a sheltered life in a job they hate. So if you never want to fall into that trap, keep listening. The number one factor affecting your success is your mindset, the ideas you choose to believe in. There's a harmful idea virus that's going around that is affecting way too many people, and it's infecting their minds, and it's causing them to not make the progress they want to make. It's causing them to never live out their dreams. It's the idea that you don't have free will, that you have to accept whatever fate hands to you, that genetics, family background, upbringing, class are going to define you for the rest of your life. Now that is a bad idea. And it's crazy that such a simple piece of information can cripple your life if you choose to believe it. What if I told you that you can write your own destiny, that you have the power to rise up and turn things around right now? It falls upon no one else. You can lift yourself up without free handouts, without people taking pity on you, without winning the lottery, with no shortcuts, just based on your will and the idea at the core of it. You are not defined by your past. Your future is unwritten. You can choose, starting today, what's going to happen next. Now that's a powerful idea. And if you live by that idea, it's going to make you strong. The harmful idea and the helpful idea are, in a way, they're both correct. But you have to choose one. Choose which one to believe. And if for no other reason, choose the helpful idea because it's going to help you. It doesn't really matter which one you think is right. There's one that's going to be useful to you, and there's one that's going to be detrimental to you. So if for no other reason, believe in free will over determinism because it's the one that's more useful to you. I'm not saying this is going to be easy. I'm saying this is going to be worth it.
Oh, come on! What's that? Oh. Oh!
There are going to be failures, but those failures pave your way to success. Failures should, of course, be avoided where possible, but in this way, failures are something that should be accepted as part of the process. Failures should ultimately be accepted as a sign that you are learning and that you are making progress. With every mistake or failure, you learn a valuable lesson. You have new information which you can carry with you into your decision making for the next time. And in this way, the failures really are what make a person. It's what makes you strong. It's what gives you the strength to be the person you need to be in order to accomplish your goals. Reaching your goals takes patience, but it's worth the wait. My paintings always start off looking terrible. They look terrible for quite a long time before they look good. And I've just trained myself to be able to persist with looking at a bad painting for a long time and to struggle with it, to really struggle with it, to wrestle with the painting until eventually it looks good. Now the problem is that most people, they quit before it looks good. They can't face seeing a bad painting. It messes with their mind. They can't look at an image that doesn't look idealized, like how they want it to. But that's part of the process. Sometimes you have to wait and see where it goes, and you have to struggle against it. And that's part of the process. And if you don't know that, if you're not aware that struggling is part of the process, then you're going to think that you're doing something wrong. And so in this way, you have to understand and embrace failure and mistakes and embrace that it looks ugly for a time, seeing the potential in something first, to just stick it out until it reaches where you want it to. And that patience will accumulate into something that is huge. So the patience allows you to reach the big goals that you can't just get. It's not the low-hanging fruit, it's the fruit way at the top, and it's so worth it. The self-fulfilling prophecy. Up-and-coming artists can be so quick to discount themselves, to judge themselves. They're too old, they're too young, they're too poor, they're too dumb. They don't have the most state-of-the-art drawing tablet. How many times have I heard that? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe that you are limited, then you will be. If you discount yourself like this, you will never try. And so you make that label come true. So whether the label is or isn't true, you'll make it come true by believing it. Because it becomes true, you believe the lie even more. What beliefs do you have about yourself? Which are the ones holding you back? Let them go. The belief itself is holding you back way more than the actual limitation. I find this thing really inspiring, and I think I should show it to you because I think you'll find it inspiring too.
In a compound in Nigeria's northwestern state of Kaduna, Godwin Josiah and his cousins hang green fabric on a gate as they get ready to shoot a movie scene.
They're students who managed to get their hands on a cheap little second-hand laptop, a cracked old phone, and they're learning from free YouTube videos. And they're making these stunning VFX films. I mean, really good stuff. Why? Why were they able to do it? Not because of any privilege they might have, and not because of talent, not because of equipment, but because of focus and not placing any labels on themselves. From not choosing to be defined by their background. They focused on their thing and they rolled up their sleeves and got down to work. They're channeling their passion into their project, making the most of what they have. And that's all you got to do. Just drop the labels on yourself, work with what you've got, and remember to have fun. And don't think about what the result is going to be, if it's going to be a disappointment, if it's not. That's not the point. The point is just giving it a go, doing it for the sake of doing it, because you enjoy doing it. Not because you want accolades. For once, just live for yourself and do it because you enjoy it. And there doesn't need to be a reason beyond that. So there are people out there who are more fortunate than you. And maybe they're more talented. Maybe they have more friends and connections. Maybe they had many more years of experience than you because they're older. Maybe they're just more wealthy and can afford better equipment, and maybe they had a better head start in life. I don't think it's worth focusing on them at all. There's no point focusing on people more fortunate than you if you're going to interpret it negatively. If you're going to focus on anyone, focus on the millions of people who have it worse than you, who are less fortunate, and who are still doing their thing. If they can do it, so can you. That's who I choose to think about. The people who are less fortunate than me, if they had a chance to trade places with me, they would find my lifestyle like a holiday. They would make the most of every second. Every day that I sit idly by, feeling sorry for myself, I insult them. So I'm not going to waste this opportunity that I have. I can guess what's been on your mind. You're worried that you're not good enough. That deep down inside, you don't have what it takes. Great artists are cut from a different cloth, and you would rather leave that stone unturned than truly explore your limits. Rather than having the question answered, it's easier, it's more comfortable to just leave it undefined. But the truth is that every able-bodied person I've ever met has the potential to be a great artist. It's not reserved for a precious few who have some kind of natural talent. It's not. It's something that's built. With many of the individuals that I meet, I see a tremendous amount of potential, and it's potential that's not being fulfilled because they're getting in their own way. You're scared of making something bad. You're scared of disappointing yourself. You're scared of disappointing the people around you. You're scared of what they might think of you, how they might judge you for making a piece of bad art, something that they don't like, falling short of their expectations. The thought of humiliation, that sting, it stings. You're not alone in these thoughts. You're not the only one. So it's normal. And we're gonna figure this out, we're gonna work through it. So you're afraid of making something bad and disappointing people. But why aren't you afraid of the worst case scenario? Making nothing. Why aren't you scared of letting the years pass, reaching old age and thinking, I had a chance at this. I could have done something great. I had the opportunity, but I didn't take it. I didn't push myself and explore my limits and see what I was capable of because I was too scared. Here's the solution. Make bad art. Because if you make enough bad art, at some point, it's going to turn into good art. People will remember you for your wins, not your losses. Just ask Thomas Edison. Those failed attempts, no one cares about them. They only remember the wins. Some people aren't going to like what you make, and some people are going to love what you make, and some people won't care. They'll be indifferent to it. Hey, even the best artists in the world have haters. Let it be. Keep your focus on the people you're going to make happy with your creations, because those are the ones who matter. Well, that's the end of my speech. Watch this video back whenever you lose motivation or whenever you become uncertain, unsure of posting something, creating something, and share it with someone who you think might benefit from it. Share it from someone who you think might need a motivational pep talk. Let them know about this video. You can hit the like button down below, that helps for it to reach more people, and you can hit the notifications icon to be notified of when I make new video releases. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I just wrote it from the heart, you know. I'm trying something new with it, you know. I like seeing the positive effect that words can have on people, and you know, there's no reason why I should keep what I have inside, you know, this inspiration that I have. There's no reason why I should keep it to myself, and that's why I tried making this video. I know it might sound corny at times. It is corny, I know it's corny, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. I hope it helps at least one person out there. If it does, it will have been worthwhile. Alright, now that I've finished with this, get off of YouTube and go make something. Hey guys, one last message before I end the video, for real this time. If you want to be taught by me on the basics of 2D animation, I've made a complete course which will take you through all of the basics from scratch. It is a massive course packed with so much value. It has over 130 video lessons which will give you a complete training for 2D animation, including drawing skills, animation skills, editing, story writing. It's got it all in there. I put everything into this course. You can read about it and consider joining the course over on animatorguild.com. Alright, this is the real ending this time. Bye for now. See you in the next video.